Jai Hind student, welcome to English class. So students, as you all know that we have already started the chapter clause, and we in the last lecture we did the introduction. We have discussed about the kinds of clauses, or you can say the different types of clauses. Under that we have discussed about the main clause and subordinate clause. Now in this lecture we are discussing about the adjective clauses. Now let's see what is adjective clause. An adjective clause is a dependent clause that functions as an adjective. That is, it modifies a noun or pronoun. So the first thing is that you should know the adjective. What is adjective? Adjective, you all know कि they are the words which are used to describe a noun or a pronoun. Or you can also say the adjectives, they modify a noun or pronoun. ठीक है, इनको डिस्क्राइबिंग वर्ड्स कहा जाता है जो कि डिस्क्राइब करते हैं. सो नाउ एन एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज जो है, द फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट कि एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज क्या होगा, इसका मतलब कि दैट विल बी डिस्क्राइबिंग अ नाउन और अ प्रोनाउन और इट इज़ मॉडिफाइंग अ नाउन और अ प्रोनाउन. द फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकेंड थिंग, द एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज इज अ डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज. ठीक है, इट इज़ अ टाइप ऑफ डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज और सबऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज. Let's see the example. Student who study hard always get good results. Now here you can see the word who. Okay, the word who is describing about a student. So here who is a adjective clause. तो who study hard क्या हो जाएगा, adjective clause हो जाएगा, because it is telling something about the subject, about the noun that is a student. Now adjective clause जो हैं in this as you all know, it is used to describe a noun, and the next thing is that a relative pronoun is usually used to introduce a adjective clause. यहाँ पे जो noun हम use करते means यहाँ पे जो हम प्रोनाउन जो है रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस यूज़ करते हैं इन ऑर्डर टू डिस्क्राइब एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज. रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस क्या होते हैं, जो प्रोनाउंस रिलेटिव मीन्स रिलेशन बताएं. ओके, तो यहाँ पे द वर्ड हु यू कैन सी इट इज़ शोइंग, इट इज़ रिलेटिंग द पैब्लो. ओके, पैब्लो हु इज़ एन इंग्लिश टीचर लिव्स इन अ सारापीक्यू. Okay, so who is a relative pronoun which is used to introduce an adjective clause. Adjective clause को start करने के लिए relative pronouns use किए जाते हैं. Okay, कुछ relative pronouns की अगर हम बात करें, for example that is used, it is used for human, animals and thing. Okay, in all for all these three you can use that in subject also as or in object position also. For example, Aurelia is decorating a house that Jessica designed. Okay, so that Jessica designed. So what that is house. House को ये house के बारे में that word जो है indicate कर रहा है कि Aurelia is decorating a house that Jessica designed, जो कि Jessica ने design किया था. When is used for periods of time in object position. Let's see the example. The wet season, when the Sarapiquu river overflows, it is a difficult period. So here when you can see it is denoting the period of time. Where is used for places in subject and or in object position. Puerto Viejo, where the Sarapiquu river flows, is usually overflowed during wet season. So where here where is denoting these three places, ये दो places जो कि हमने बोला इसके बारे में बता रहे हैं. Okay, so these are the few relative pronouns. Now next हम बात करते हैं. Okay, this is over. Okay, now here you can see in a brief you will understand who, whom, whose and that. These relative pronoun they refer to the people. People के बारे में अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं किसी भी, तो हम who, whom, whose, that यूज़ करते हैं. Which, whose, that. This refers to animal also and thing also, and for adverb for place and for time. Okay, when, where and why. So in this way you can use the relative pronoun. Now let's discuss about the kind of adjective clause. Now first is the adjective clause. It can be used एज रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन एज अ सब्जेक्ट, ठीक है। कब रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन जो है हम एज अ सब्जेक्ट यूज़ करते हैं, लेट्स सी। सो रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन कैन बी द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ इट्स ओन क्लॉज। लेट्स सी द एग्जाम्पल। Kim Horn is my friend who say about the date of examination. Okay, so here the Kim Horn, Kim for this who word is used for Kim Horn. Kim Horn is my friend who say about the date of examination. The cat that live in my house is very clever. Okay, so the cat that live, so here that word is used for the animal and it is showing relation with the cat. Okay, so here you can see the relative pronouns, they are used as a subject. यहाँ पे subject को denote कर रहे हैं, ये जो relative pronouns हैं they are denoting the subject who and that. Next देखते हैं relative pronoun as object. Relative pronoun can be an object in its own clause. How? The professor whom you should see is chair of the English department. Okay. Now whom word जो है that is used as object. Mr. Dara whom you meet in my office is an engineer. So whom you meet in my office, that is a clause. The book that the professor translated was written in Paris. ओके, नाउ आपको बहुत डेप्थ में नहीं जाना एट योर लेवल, ठीक है। यू शुड नो कि यू जस्ट ओनली यू शुड नो हाउ टू आइडेंटिफाई एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज। एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज बस आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना आना चाहिए कि सेंटेंस आपको दे दिया जाएगा एंड यू शुड नो कि वेदर इट इज़ एडजेक्टिव क्लॉज और नाउन क्लॉज और एडवर्ब क्लॉज। ओके, नेक्स्ट इट कैन बी यूज्ड एज ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ प्रेपोजिशन। नाउ प्रपोजिशन यू ऑल नो, ओके। प्रपोजिशंस जो हैं वर्ड्स होते हैं, ओके, जो कि रिलेशन बताते हैं। नाउ these adjective clause they can be used in a two ways, ठीक है। जब हम relative pronoun को as a object of preposition use करते हैं तो दो वे में यूज़ कर सकते हैं, in a formal way और in a informal way. Formal way में preposition and relative pronoun they are together at the beginning of the clause, okay, एक साथ होंगे together. For example, for whom I did a favor. Now here for whom I did a favor. Now this is a adjective clause only where the relative pronoun is used as a object of preposition. So here you can see preposition and relative pronoun, they both are used together. To which I sent my application, which whom I shared the secret, in which the gift was wrapped. In informal way की बात करें तो pronoun comes at the beginning and the preposition at the end. So informal way में like whom I did a favor for. So here you can see whom is used in the beginning and preposition is used at the end. Which I sent my application to, whom I shared the secret with, the gift that the gift was wrapped in. So this is about your adjective clause. Okay, hope you all have understood. Thank you everybody.